Thank you. Yeah. So in the book, you towards the beginning of the book, you talk about the educator having different roles. So you talk about role model, mentor, coach, and facilitator. So a very complex identity. Is it possible to simultaneously have all of these roles, or is one teacher going to be more of one than the other?
Yeah, fantastic question. And let me try to address that. And in my book, I've covered 4 rules. Obviously, there could be more rules. But I think in today's environment, as an educator, we need to understand we take on different roles at different situations. For example, you are in classroom. What are 1 or 2 roles that you want to participate in that lesson, for example? Perhaps beyond that, you must be able to take on different roles. Let me touch the different roles. Number 1, you need to be a mentor. So mentor, the class is really about the expertise. You are a language educator, you know deep down what you're doing research, and you've been teaching that for very, very long. For example, communication, that's mentor, right? People look up to you, students come to you because you're an expert in that aspect. You tend to mentor, and there are different styles of mentoring, right? So that's mentorship. And we do that in classroom and outside the classroom. Then there is this role of coach. Now, coach is the ability to understand the strengths and weaknesses by and large of a student and try to be able to intervene. And when I say intervene, this is very important, because how do you give feedback? Very simple. Give feedback to a cluster of group of students who are weaker than the other. We want everyone to run, but we know that there will be people who are actually falling back. But it's our responsibility, if we take on the role of a coach, of how do we guide these people to level up, maybe not as speedily as those people are running very fast, but making sure that they don't fall back. So that's coach, inside and outside the classroom. Facilitator, right? When you facilitate, you don't want to get involved too much, and that's where the student-centric comes into place. Right? We tend to facilitate that in the class. For example, in class, you want to make sure that their power is shifted to the students, give them a voice, right? Collectively, their perspective may reach a particular solution. Right? And then we, as facilitator, we're going to guide you. We're not going to tell you what and how the answer is. So that part comes in very important as well. So this different roles allows the educator to shift, and we need to do that today, because the dynamism of education and learning has changed.